Okay, so today I'm doing something a little bit different. This is like episode 5 in my whatever Wednesday series where I keep just doing random stuff. Like it could be something I've never played before, or just something I haven't played in a long time. So this is gonna almost taint maybe a little bit my Sunday format, the fact that I'll sort of let whatever is on the Game Pass decide what I do, just for, even if it's a one-off thing. But that's kind of what I do on Sunday is I started like a year ago. And similar to like what I did on Steam, like a Steam Gauntlet, where I go through every game in my Steam library in order, and I do some kind of first playthrough permadeath or some hard mode with it. And so it's very suited for permadeath because if you die, you just move on to the next one, and it just is kind of fast paced. So either you have a long series in which you beat the game first playthrough permadeath, which is my primary format of everything I do, or you die and then it's over, and then you can't play it again, and you move on. So, but since I'm doing it on Sunday anyway, I almost don't like to look ahead of what else is in there. And just to show how long it's taken, we started at the letter A. I'm going kind of going A to Z, and I'm still at A for Ark Survival Evolved. So it's like in a year, that's how little I've done. So it's obviously a long series. And I like how console is always so like it always takes me longer to start a console stream because I have to fucking set up so many different things, the capture card, you have to sit in a different position. Like it's such an inconvenience and I hate it so much, but yet I've still been willing to do it. So obviously we have Arc Sunday, Destiny Thursday, which didn't work yesterday or last week, but whatever. I'll figure that out tomorrow. But yeah, I'll sort of look at the Game Pass and decide something. And maybe what I should do, and this is like a one-off thing. It's not like I'm going to do this every Wednesday, but it could be a good way to play some of the games that have been suggested or whatever, because rather than have to buy a game, if it happens to be on here and I wanted to play it anyway, right? That's what makes it a little bit easier. Like I could do Fallout 76, assuming you can actually play it and that's not just for perks. But uh, I should play stuff that's leaving the Game Pass soon because then it wouldn't matter, right? Then it's like I wouldn't have gotten to it anyway by the time it leaves because obviously you see how incredibly slow paced the series is. Let's actually look what's in there. How do you even get to it? Subscriptions, Game Pass, or don't show me the thing. Where is it? Xbox Game Pass. Yeah, all games A to Z. Let's actually recap. Which ones of these have we played? Some of them are not. Yeah, see, like we'll do this. Just I don't know how you see actually stuff that's about to leave because like we started at A, so I did 7 days to die. It was more like 1 day to die. I did a Plague Tale Innocent, which is no longer on there. And I died after like a couple episodes, so that was kind of a little bit disappointing. This obviously wasn't there then. This I don't think was there, or maybe it was, but there was a lot of stuff. Oh, they've changed a lot of things though. So we obviously didn't do those. Age of Empires I didn't do, so these weren't on there at the time. Alice we did, which was really cool, like Dark Souls, except with a little girl who's trying to stab people with a knife. Like it was a very cool and different genre game than I was expecting. Amnesia, I kind of shat the bed with those first playthrough permadeath. Like even I get super far in Machine for Pigs, but that's only because it's a game that like doesn't have a failure state. The Bunker, I don't even know what that is. Is that like a new game altogether? First person horror shooter, cool. That's actually good for Halloween's sake. It must have just come out because I would have heard something about this. Among Us, even with games like this, you might think, "Oh, how can you do a permadeath?" But it's like, uh, it is like if I lose as the imposter, I can't play as the imposter. If I lose as the crew, right? Like you get one life at each or something like that you can do with it. So I was even doing like that was even my title, like permadeath multiplayer playthroughs are Among Us because that was the first one. Obviously, that was a multiplayer game. This is one that I actually beat, right? But I kind of did a hybrid format with it basically where you're able to so there was one game here, Origami, that I skipped, right? Because I was trying to do this Arc before whatever Ascended came out, so I did kind of skip ahead a little bit. And not only am I the letter A, but I had to cheat ahead to get there. So we did beat this. We did a sort of a hybrid permadeath format where like each javelin got its own life, so that's not entirely authentic. This game is a work in progress. Yeah, all these would be available. There must be a way to see like, yeah, filter like stuff that's leaving soon would be great. Sometimes it shows me that too, as like an option on the title screen, because then you would prioritize it. Or like, yeah, again, some people have been suggesting, okay, deliver us to the moon. So it's on here. I don't mind playing it. I just don't want to spend $25 on something once a week to only play it once, because I'm not necessarily going to make a series out of each of these. I'm just playing it. But that's what I do on Sunday. Will be making a series out of each of them. So I mean, so much of it'll change over time with like what's actually on here. You'll see this, but then by the time I get here, you won't actually be able to do it. I don't think that's on here. Deliver us to the moon. Yeah, it's not. This is pretty new. They have a lot of very new games on here. Dishonored, I never actually beat. There's so many games that I do that with. I'll play it for a little bit and then I won't actually ever finish them, which is why doing them on stream is actually pretty good, because that kind of makes me more motivated to actually do that. This is one of, I feel like this is one of the first games maybe I streamed coming back, or what context did I do it in? I just have like some sort of very distinct memory with Humankind. And then people were shitting on it saying, "Oh, it's not that good. You shouldn't, you know." Or yeah, we had like that Rareware thing too. There was like a whole like Rareware anthology game that let you play like all the games within that. Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Some of the stuff I wouldn't play because I'm afraid of spoilers. I never beat Mass Effect 2 as much as I loved it. Mirror's Edge, they were having some kind of delisting thing with that. Yeah, maybe this is all I'll do this episode is just look through what these games are. PvZ, obviously. I don't actually have that much room on this, though, is kind of the problem, right? Because I have both Destiny and Ark. I normally don't do too many series at once on here. In fact, I kind of mocked the idea of even doing one, but now we're doing a series on Sunday. We're doing a series on Thursday. And I guess Thursday I have to do because this is on, Destiny 1 is only on console, so you have no choice. At least that's a good reason to do it. But Sunday, I can do that on PC. But the only reason why I'm not, I guess, at the beginning was because it wasn't recording as well. Because you can use Xbox Game Pass on the PC, right? But when I would stream it, it wouldn't come out too well for some reason. Morrowind, Skyrim, Walking Dead. Obviously, I only played the season 1, and I technically failed that in a first playthrough permadeath sense. But it was so bullshit that I kind of made an exception, which I almost never do. Like, oh, it's permadeath if other characters die, but not if Lee dies, because I almost didn't know whether that would be possible or not. But there were a lot of instances where he could die. So how many are actually even on here? I guess I really can't see. Or is it saying it maybe somewhere on there that, oh, it's leaving soon? On sale ends in 5 days. Why would that matter, though, if it's free here anyway? I guess there's not as many on here as I thought, though. Just as I'm looking through it. I feel like there were more when we first started. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, or we'll just count the rows. So 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So basically just 80 times 6. So almost 600 games, which is pretty good. The cave. I guess I could just choose something at whim on a whim here. I don't know. What's something that's been suggested by people? Or yeah, I could do my little Ace Attorney retrospective, where I did do a stream like that many years ago, where like I went through the first game in like exhaustive detail. Obviously, I've beaten the games multiple times. It's just I did sort of like a very in-depth analysis of everything and like whatever. That was something I normally don't do with stuff, but it was pretty good. Hey, you know what I always wonder with stuff like this is like, what if I did like a, one long stream where I'm just doing, like, I'll go through every single game on here, or like I'll do a speed run of each of them, and so they'll each last like 5 minutes because I'm so good or so fast. How would you be expected to do that on OBS, like where you have to change the category every 5 seconds? If you're doing, or like you're doing flash games or something in like a very quick format, I guess you could just leave it on just chatting or just pick one of the games, but that does seem kind of weird. Jetpack was so frustrating to do in the Donkey Kong arcade thing, Donkey Kong 64, that you have to beat it to be able to beat the game. I guess my main rule is I don't like to play stuff that is a sequel unless I played the original. Hollow Knight. I don't even know what the Void Heart Edition is because I didn't think they made any DLC for it, but maybe they did. Hello Neighbor. I played like a little bit of the first one, I think, but Grounded is it still like in early access because it was at the time. Maybe that was when I first started doing, or that was even before. That was like just when I first got the console. Seems like it might be fully released now. Yeah, that's a real good game to play for Halloween, just if you're scared of spiders. It's not even entirely meant to be scary, but obviously it can freak you out. I find that hilarious. They have that arachnophobia safe mode too. As if you wouldn't be scared of other huge insects coming to kill you. Oh no, only spiders. Fallout 3, Fallout 4. Fight for Freedom. Oh, that made it look like that's the name of the game. I was like, what the fuck is this? Fallout 76, but you can barely see it. Far Cry 5, I wouldn't want to do. Fable, I've never played. So many of these things I haven't played. I almost didn't want to spoil like what is in here. Like ahead. I didn't want to look ahead, but this series could go on forever. The Sunday series. Yeah, this kind of hijacks a little bit, but I do want to see like where does it say leaving soon? Because I know that there was like a category games coming soon. Right, like were they going to be taken off of it? Recently added, most popular, accessibility, apps. Why is it showing me all this? Or this is just like the store in general. I guess The Exorcist just kind of bombed. Right, people didn't really like it. It has like really shitty reviews. I love the part where the demon says believe it. Like fucking Naruto. Uh Damn, I don't know why I can't find that now. Game subscription coming soon. Uh Apps, hardware's list. But yeah, Arc is like 150 plus gigs, and like all I'm doing is trying to play the base version of the game, right? So it's not even like, oh, there's DLC and stuff. So I would need to. Kind of weird how some of these consoles don't have like background ambient music. You should always have the option for it. Nintendo consoles are always kind of nice for that. Although I guess the Switch wasn't too. It was like a very minimalistic UI thing. Games we picked for you. Games. I swear I always see that like on the front page, like something is leaving soon. Friends, community, I guess I don't really and everybody always talks shit about Xbox, so I don't really take a side in the discussion. Like I don't like consoles in general, so I would shit on both. You know, just I don't like either one, but obviously PlayStation is at least better in terms of exclusives. So let me see. We'll do a react stream to that. Holy shit. Garfield is one of the things I would rather do that on a Saturday, though, I guess. Trying to think of like what other games have been suggested. I can't believe they won't let me see that though. Game card add to group. There was a way to do it. It does say more options, nothing. You only look once more, otherwise I'll just go through one by one and just pick something. Of course, I would have to sit here and actually download it, which is something I didn't expect to have to do. We'll just make this like a react stream. Like I've been on Tuesday and Wednesday, I've been more willing to do that for whatever reason. Like I did it in Gary's mod or something. I'm almost doing it ironically, but you know what happens when I do that? Like how I play chess ironically, then I end up getting obsessed and actually turning it into a real thing that I do normally. So like making fun of how stupid React content is, or like the two times I did it in the past, like many years ago, I was playing Hearthstone with my anti-spell deck, and I was watching the Jody Arias trial and just giving analysis on that, which I didn't think was too good at the time, but now I see that JCS guy do like even worse analysis, like letting the video play for long periods of time and then giving like every 5 minutes he'll just say, did you see that? She itched her nose. That's a sign of guilt. And then he'll play again the video for 5 minutes. So it's like he's just letting the content speak for itself, but then he'll just throw in like a little phrase here and there that's kind of dog shit. But yeah, so it was at least better than that. But that was one, and then I was playing WoW and watching Ben Shapiro videos. It's always just such a hilarious, like, random combination. I don't know why or how that happened, but let's see. Uh, that's annoying how you can't see that actually. Okay, Game Pass is here. Gaming and disability. Okay. October deals, perks, search, show all, play later. Damn it! Why don't they make that feature easier to see? Or like maybe there's a symbol that would show it here, like oh if it's leaving soon. There's got to be a way to do it. Recently added, coming to Game Pass, coming soon. Most popular picks for you. Day one releases for October. Oh yeah, here it is. I'm just blind. Leaving soon. Yeah, so we should pick one of these. This is a good way to do it. Right, so I could do this as a Wednesday thing because it's going to be something random. Now, see, I wouldn't skip ahead and play that. I don't know what the fuck this is. Crown of the Magister, kill it with fire. Gunfire Reborn. Yeah, let's just do this on a whim, and then I'll maybe try some of these other ones. It's just because I've been letting the Wednesday one sort of dictate itself. Like right before I started the stream on Wednesday, I'm like, fuck it, I'll look at Steam charts and just play a game on there in the top 100 that I haven't played before. So we played like Crab Game, we played like Geometry Dash. Now I don't know if Geometry Dash was on there because it's just always that popular, or because the update is coming out soon, like 2.2, which is the first one in like several years. But that was almost just a coincidence that I played it for the first time in lieu of that. I had no idea. Play this game now with cloud gaming, so I don't even know anything about it. Gunfire Reborn. Yeah, the only one I wouldn't do here is Persona. So if I had more time, I could maybe do all of them. Not saying I would just beat them, but or that I would die and have to move on to the next one. Don't want the run to end, save up 20%. I have no idea what this is. I don't know what this is. I think I've heard of this, but yeah, this shouldn't even be too big, I don't think, all things considered. Yeah, 1.8 gigs. Yeah, it still should be like a first playthrough permanent. So if I die once, I move on to the next one, and it can be very harsh. So that's not why I did that format originally. I just did that as a base format because I love permadeaths and hard modes in general. Like for years, I would do, from like 2016, any game I would play pretty much would be a first playthrough permadeath, starting with the original Diablo, which I had never played before. So I thought that was a good excuse to start it. And so it's basically like, I'll play Breath of the Wild for the first time, and if I die, then the series is over, and I can't play it for at least 6 months, and then I would have to start over again. So that's one way to look at it. But it works pretty well with this sort of thing, like the Steam Gauntlet. I could do a PlayStation Gauntlet. You just go through any sort of library of games, and you sort of punish yourself in a way that, or whatever. Like you either have to do really well and survive, or you just move on to the next one, and there's so many to go through that it doesn't feel too bad. So let me see if I want to change. This would be annoying though to change your category constantly if you were doing something like this. Warning: do not try this at home. So this is my first time playing. It is going to be a permadeath, and I have no idea anything about this game. I almost feel like it would be like that. Oh shit, that's loud. What the fuck? Okay, it was just the beginning part of it. I assume it would almost be like that one game. The what is it where you keep burning stuff? Like obviously, as the name would suggest, but it's like you keep getting like different objects and you have to keep burning them. I can't remember what it's called. Sign in. Why do I have to do that again? Game uses an autosave feature. Jesus Christ. How do I even... Why is this so abnormally loud? Or sometimes just the title screens are like that. Like in Ark, we have that issue. When we play Ark, it's actually pretty quiet and ambient unless there's like combat or something going on. Play equipment, Omega file settings, credits. I assume it's very much like that. I should almost change my profile name to my channel name, because that wasn't even my old channel name. It's just like a random RP inspired name. Creepy spiders, yes. Are there any other kind? Sound effects, jump scare sounds, creepy violins. Audio. I actually will. Seems way too loud to me. Is it or? I can't even tell if that's changing it as I'm listening. I guess not. Music volume, sound effects volume, spider volume. I love some of those settings like rat. What is it in Dishonored? Doesn't seem to have changed it at all. What the fuck? Like rat shadows in Dishonored. It makes you think like, what kind of shit am I getting into, really? Audio. But I'll leave it there. Equipment's probably not going to be relevant. Utility guns. Now available. Kill it with fire. Year of the Spider. Yeah, so just remember, if we die, it's over. So, first contact. I like sort of the weird style that they're going for. Like, they're going to really try to, I don't know, almost ham it up with how they're doing this. Like, it's such a close encounters of this arachnid kind, or I don't know, what the fuck. But yeah, this could be like the Thing, right? That's even what they do with the Thing, is they do kill it with fire. That's what's most effective on it. And so it looks like a harmless little dog or something at the beginning of the movie. A harmless, you know, in this case, spider. But then it'll keep taking people over and stuff. Take clipboard. Does it always have to be fire, though? Couldn't you just... You know, you could just squash it at this point. Take clipboard. Okay. The prompt is there no matter what. First blood, kill a spider. Am I supposed to kill it with the clipboard? Is that what... the point of that was, or I don't know how else we attack or anything. That's one problem I sometimes do in these first playthroughs, is that I don't yeah, like, how do I even get it when it's on the floor? Or I guess you are hitting on the floor. Open closet door. That is a moment you will not soon forget. Like, you'll regret fucking with the spider, I guess, because it's gonna... Is it gonna be the same spider every time, like coming back to life, or what? Sounds more like a mouse than a spider. Open closet. Okay, I don't like these prompts though, because they're saying it like anywhere that you go, it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like a contextual prompt. And speaking of arachnophobia safe mode from Grounded, why is every game obsessed with spiders these days? Find spiders. Left trigger. It's a very interesting premise. Left trigger. What do you mean? Oh, it's nothing to do with the box. Find more firepower. Yeah, literally firepower. The music is so out of place right now. Like, yeah, how about we just get the fuck out of here and don't mess with us. We have to kill 2 out of 5. Or we have killed 2 out of 5. Can't go in there. Let's see. Can't do anything with that. That one didn't really have much of a survival instinct. Seemed a little bit tankier maybe than the other ones, though. Oh, this is too easy. So it turns it into like a puzzle-solving game almost. Like, first of all, you have to find them, but second of all, you have to probably... Oh, shit. Isn't that the last one? Or no, maybe that didn't count. 2 out of 5, but I must admit, I'm not going to be the best. Yeah, this is like a detective game. I'm not going to be the best at tracking them once they... Because the natural human instinct is when you see one, you just, you know, let it go. Or, I don't know. You're happy that it's gone. You're not trying to fucking chase it around. Power attack, like we're playing Skyrim or something. Better melee combat system than Oblivion. The 2 out of 5 is more like some other objective that we're doing. I don't really get it. Or yeah, it must be the clipboard stuff. Equip discovered upgrades between missions in the main menu. Flashlight. Okay, so you can't do it here. Find more firepower. Get the hairspray from the bathroom. It has a certain stylistic charm to it already that I like the way it's presenting stuff in such a dramatic way. 3 out of 5 ammo. So let's see how many. Of course, there's going to be much bigger ones later, I'm sure, but I'm happy to see these dinky ones, but in before like a million come and attack us. Get warmed up. See where we can and can't go here. This is probably one of those meme throwaway games that people do on stream. Haha, says the streamer right now. But in general, like I'm sure all the big streamers have played this as a one-off little thing. Just, oh, it has like a funny little name and premise. So what a cool little gimmick. Some of those games are made as like streamer bait type of things. Is it trying to show that? Like as far as get warmed up? I don't know. Hairspray. Cycle assignment. How do I even see the clipboard now if I wanted to? Settings, restart level. Oh, here we go. It's like left bumper. Get warmed up. Burn objects 3 out of 20. We're trying to kill the spiders with fire, though, not our own goddamn house. Or wait, how would you even reload this then? If you were trying to basically burn so many things. Or did I already get like hard locked and fail because get warmed up, burn object 3 out of 20. Let's see, maybe you will be kind of screwed here. Gonna read all the flavor. New hire, new Omega file. What the fuck is that? Constructible environments, very nice. Oh, we found another one. I can't do anything with that. This does seem like the kind of game where you could get hard locked like that, in the sense that, you know, they wouldn't expect you to just not do exactly what the tutorial is saying. Soccer ball. Gotta be some other way to set shit on fire, though, I guess, besides that, unless you can refill it. So you might have already failed because we shouldn't be allowed to restart. Can't break the window. Would they really complete 2 more objectives to unlock? Would they really have expected you to burn 20 things with just that amount of fire, though? That almost didn't seem like enough. Just to, Huh. I don't see what the finding spider thing right now really matters, because you don't have such a big space to go through. There's got to be a way to reload this or something. Maybe this shouldn't count because of the tutorial, but that's why it should count even more harshly. Already hard locked. I don't get it. Assign, yes, it's here. Can't do anything with it. Fuck. And I guess I didn't die, but that's kind of a moot point. So we're just caught in this spider purgatory here, just fucking left to our devices. We can't escape, we can't do anything. I'd be better off using the goddamn clipboard. We might be able to find some other source of fire some other way, but let's see. Check in here. Oh, there is another one. What a lifesaver. The average moving into a new apartment experience, am I right? Jesus Christ. I mean, if you buy like some really old shitty house, you wouldn't be surprised to see this. And so how is he making that happen? The spider literally just launched the fucking flower pot at me. This music will basically never stop because there'll always be like one dinky spider somewhere that you can't account for. They got the creepy violin music, all this kind of stuff. It seems maybe low on the... I can't measure like the audio of this game against how it would sound on stream versus how it would sound to me because it was way too goddamn loud at the beginning, but whatever. Let's do... You gotta burn 20 objects. It almost doesn't feel like there are 20 objects here at all, though. Like, I'm burning the painting. I'm burning that. We're gonna be the tapping god. Like, different sets of books. That could really cause a massive explosion, but I guess I'll take down the spiders with me, so it's all worth it. So how many do we have now? 12 out of 20. Okay, apparently you can't do the curtains, or you can't do that one. This would at least cause them to scurry out, even if they don't. This might be the only other source of this, though. I know TV can sometimes be a dump dumpster fire, but this is ridiculous. Who watches TV in 2023? Unlock drawer. Okay, so now what? Burn objects, question mark, question mark, question mark. Exit. What drawer would be unlocked here? This one? Clearly, you wouldn't be inhaling some dangerous fumes from that would just kill you in and of itself. The real fear is a random house spider. They're just going to start getting bigger and more aggressive, I guess. And they're even spoil some of the stuff. See, sometimes even little things like that. Like, why would you be worried about spoilers in a game like this? But it does sometimes matter to me. Like, knowing that there's guns in the game or something. Like, I don't know that. What drawer would it be talking about here? This is almost like the mud crab meme from Oblivion, like where, you know, all this dramatic music plays for just a dinky mud crab. The scary music is just playing over a little spider, at least for now. Replay any mission to wrap up incomplete objectives, but I kind of want to just do it now. That's the only other thing it told me, was that the drawer was open. I assume I could just leave, but I don't really want to yet. For now, we're getting a feel for like what would happen if you just kind of stick around. Would there be an infinite number of spiders, or would there... Or maybe it was this one. Yeah. It even has a symbol. Everything has like a set amount of time it takes to open. Oh shit, that was worth it. Now apparently, or maybe you can use this in the middle of the thing, but there were certain things like the flashlight that said, oh, you have to use it from like the main menu. So I guess that's all that you could theoretically do here. Let's just get out of here. Ready to go. You can replay this mission at any time. Unlock doors, completed objectives, and discovered equipment upgrades will be saved. Any other progress will be lost. So I almost just hard locked and failed myself because I wasted the first hairspray thing. But thankfully there was a second one, and maybe only a second one, so then you would be screwed if you wasted that one too. First contact, 11 minutes. Spider. It's not like I'm trying to speedrun it though. Spiders eliminated 12. Equipment 4 out of 4. Objectives 4 out of 5. Oh, Arachno Gauntlet incomplete. Well, whatever. I'm not going to replay stuff. Upgrades available. Equip upgrades, wide variety of benefits. Upgrade points are earned by completing objectives during things, during missions. So the gun is just kind of with us. Nothing fancy, just a flashlight. Okay, we have 1 point extra. I did miss one objective, but it's not like that's a failure condition too. You have to 100% the game. Kill 10 spiderlings. Close encounters. June 20XX. Change equipment. So we do have the gun, but then I'd almost be very hesitant to waste my ammo here. So I'm going to really be stingy and just kill it with this stupid clipboard for now. Huh. How are there going to be 20? Oh, they're like white. I do like all the destructible environment too that you're going to be hitting by accident and you're panning to try to take these fuckers out though. I don't know when they're going to introduce a mechanic that could actually get you killed though. In terms of, you know, some of these will spit poison at you or something, or again, they'll get bigger and just destroy you. I guess they don't bother me too much when they're at this size, but it's like one of those great fallacies of nature, right? You'd be more scared of a spider than like a tiger, even though face to face with one, you'd be scared as shit, obviously, but it's like just visually, people aren't as scared of some things that are far more dangerous just because somehow, you know, they just look creepy, but that doesn't mean that it's actually that dangerous to you. Or like vice versa, like a mosquito doesn't look that scary, but it can kill you with a West Nile virus or something like that. But then on the flip side, you know, oh, there's this like, whatever, passive rhinoceros that's not going to actually hurt you, that just, whatever, something that might look more scary to you. It almost seems like they'll keep spawning forever if you just stay around in a spot. I like the ones that just stay there and accept their fate inside the drawers. Like I was kind of floating and spinning around a little bit. It does seem like sometimes a mere little spider can cause a lot of physics interactions to happen though with stuff that seems like way too big. Be a couple sitting ducks here. Maybe, no. I'm not even using my ammo and stuff. It does seem to carry over in such a way that, or maybe I'm wasting it because you can't have more than a certain amount, but that's the ultimate sort of bait thing that you'll end up killing yourself. Just, you know, you'll be shooting, burning your house down just to get rid of these. That's what they want you to do. You gotta play it the minimalist passive way. Kill that. Okay, that one can take multiple hits apparently. A lot of the black ones, or maybe I'm sometimes power attacking them in such a way that should have gone under the table. That was a misplay by him. That's the one advantage you have. We still have 3 more to do. 7 kills, 0 out of 6 objectives, 0 out of 7. I don't know what that is, like batteries or something. My completionist nature is gonna get me in trouble here, though, because you know, I am gonna try to 100% a level and maybe die because of that. But so far, it doesn't even seem like there really is a failure state. Looks like a different one that could potentially poison you or something. Imagine the balls on a spider, though, to try to be aggressive with something that is so much bigger. But like, put yourself in their shoes. Like, would you really try to attack or bite something that big when it's not even trying to kill you? Like, you're just sitting there and, oh, it'll be on your arm. Like, it should have just, you know, path of least resistance. Why would you seek out trouble like that with a giant? Nothing else in here. Maybe something in the trash. Is that really all the game is going to be, though? Like, just different kind of spiders? I didn't know that's... I think that's just the cover art, sure, but... You need 1 more spiderling to kill. Let me see what else did I get. 100 ammo there. I mean, at some point, you may as well just use it just because, you know, you have so much excess ammo. Probably the closest we're ever going to come to dying is just, you know, if we had gotten stuck because we didn't have enough resources to complete the objective, which I guess could happen here too, but some shit around here almost does make me want to play Grounded. I haven't been this scared of a Grounded since Grounded Permadeath, The Last of Us playthrough, haha. Which I still haven't ever beaten that, obviously. The one permadeath run that haunts me, that I came so fucking close to doing, and on really one of my first attempts. I think it was like my 3rd attempt. Spawn of Evil complete. Jesus Christ, there's so many of them. You don't even really seem to have a health bar or anything, though. Classic Cheddar, cost 1. Maybe you can't even die, not to jinx it, though. Or wait, what am I even doing? That just causes them to probably get attracted, I guess. Got a little green screen gaming setup. Yeah, it's not like I have to kill all of them, although the other objectives do seem to be unknown to me. Exit 20. I mean, my whole goal should just be to survive and get as far as I can, but I can't resist trying to do some of these objectives. Hard to imagine there would be so many here. Erase the past in such a small area. Shatter the picture frames. Is that really a priority right now? Like, fucking, you guys got emotional issues on top of the spider infestation in his house? It looks like a grenade or something. Of course, your first response should be to try to whack it. Shatter that. I don't know what that even was that I picked up. Maybe that's something you have to equip on the main menu. In fact, come to think of it, how do you even see the flashlight here? Didn't we equip it on the... Find batteries to equip tracker upgrades. Okay, that's the last objective there. 15, 20. It wouldn't be very hard just to do the killing objective and just get out of here. Right, I just keep skipping some of them that you could potentially kill. Batteries. Or maybe it's something we've seen that we weren't able to pick up before. Or we had like a remote and stuff that we could potentially empty of batteries. Inspect. Oh, the flashlight is like left there. What is this? What is it saying? I can't even see what it says there to inspect. I assume you don't really have to do anything with that, but try to solve this puzzle here. Where the fuck are the batteries? Or you assume you could shoot that thing down. Check for skeletons. Okay, there are at least different, or no, I was gonna say different enemy types, but there might not be. It's just skeletons that were killed by the spiders, let's say. Almost hoping for some enemy variety there. What? How did he escape when the drawer was closed? Or maybe that's like a hard lock condition too that you could do, where it's like if you miss a couple spiders, you could like, maybe those are actually batteries. 2 out of 5. Okay, I picked one up and I didn't even realize it. Like there's a certain number you can kill, and if you don't do it in a certain amount of time, you'll get fucked. Kill that. Where else could they even be? Probably in some of the other rooms that I haven't unlocked yet. We have the 15 room unlocked now. You could make the same game premise with basically rats or something else instead. Any sort of household pest. Okay, come on. How are they going to be 3 batteries in here, though? Suburban secret. Check for skeletons. Open the closet door. What the fuck was that? Yeah, see, I love how they can do that. I understand, like, oh, a spider's webs can, you know, lift stuff way heavier than they are. But not just the movement of their body is going to do that. So how would I do this? I guess you could probably blow it away with your thing here. Wow. Puzzle solving skills. Imagine if you can do that in every game. Whenever you need a key, just fucking shoot the thing. Oh, shit. Gonna be a battery in here too, I wonder? Oh, come on. I predicted his movements and I headed him off and everything. You're getting like pretty heavy artillery already, but you don't really need it. I'm wondering when we're gonna encounter something that's actually gonna be scary to us and threatening. Not to jinx it, but let's actually try to do all the objectives this time, because I somehow missed one last time. I like that the clipboard is actually treated as a weapon in your little LB. Like I'm switching weapons and I end up at this. Cigarette? What is the point in letting me inspect all this stuff? Let's see. You need shatter a bunch more picture frames, and you have to also do what else? Kill 2 spiders with 1 shotgun blast, and then you also have to discover a hidden room. It can be like hidden walls, like Binding of Isaac or something. Just keep hitting the wall. I mean, I could escape at any time I want, or I guess I actually can't yet. Oh, there's a couple batteries right there. I guess they don't really look like batteries. I thought they were grenades somehow at first. You gotta get them within a vicinity of each other, which is pretty hard to do. I mean, they just kind of wander around. Could be hard. They just kind of vanish. Oh shit, look at that hidden damn, dude. I mean, normally you should just be trying to throw everything around anyway, but power up. What are we powering up, though? Go back to the clipboard. If you hold this down, do you get like a weapon wheel? Of course not. I'm playing on console. A weapon wheel is obligatory because I don't have little hotkey buttons like 1 through 9 to be able to, you know, equip stuff with hands on. Kill 2 spiders. Okay, erase the past. I don't know why these picture frames are so hard for me to figure out, or maybe I have to flip them around to do it. Okay, what is this button? I should try to figure out. I can't actually see what it says. It looks like left trigger, but it's not. Or it is. Okay, there you go. Fuck. You can sometimes do it from this side, but it's a little bit hard to. Can't I just hit it like as I'm looking at it? Fuck, it keeps doing that. Now drop it just as it is, but it always has a bias towards flipping over. I don't get it. This one is just indestructible over here. Fuck, it's always doing it. There we go. Maybe that's not actually going to count towards it. Right, I guess these are supposed to be pictures. Pick it up. Maybe it's already broken, I don't know. You would think it should still count even when you hit the back. That seems to be the general idea. They're pretty sneaky with hiding stuff, though. 5 out of 10. Yeah, the time you went to the zoo and saw a flamingo. What a crazy memory. Or there's presumably even more than that, too, but... Okay, can we get 2 of them together now? That's my next priority. I'm not even trying to kill them just for the sake of it. Like, where are you gonna go? Too much clutter that you give them cover. That is going to be kind of hard to do, I guess. Or no, maybe this is the way you're supposed to do it. Like, you put this down, and then they come to it, and then you bait them in. Right? You would think that's what that's meant for. Okay, whatever. Let's destroy some more of the pictures, and then we get to... Preserve our resources as much as I can for now. So we need 4 more of those, and then just discover a secret room, which I can't really say where that would be. These levels aren't really too big so far, but there's a lot of little hidden secrets and Easter eggs and whatever. Like, I hear him, but I don't see him. How did you end up back in there if you... Oh yeah, that's the perfect time to actually do it. Maybe I hit 0 though instead of 2. My reaction was a little better there. It would have been fine. You have to like open something up for the first time and just have a bunch of them scurry out. That one's good. I don't really see too many other picture frames. Or maybe this one I didn't hit. 8 out of 10. Or these aren't actually bustable though, are they? They're not really staying in one spot long enough for me to allow the shotgun to actually work on them. It could be difficult. Let's see. 2 more. Here's one. I guess I felt like, oh, they had to be more something that actually makes sense. Like a picture of a person or something. Could just be anything. That should have chopped my head off, and I should have just lost the run right there. What is that sinister pose he's doing? Okay, so all we have to do is the shotgun one now, I guess. This is, oh, and the hidden room, which I have no idea how that's going to happen. Maybe it's behind here. Looks kind of conspicuous. What could it be? Like, you would have to bust through a window or something. Try to interact with everything. Okay, so I mean, we've... Oh no, I guess I still haven't killed enough to end the level, but it wouldn't be hard to do that. I mean, this in itself feels like a secret room, but this is not a spider killing game. It's a detective game, right? Like all these little mysteries. I like that they add that little flavor to it. But like, this is a secret room, but it doesn't mean you can go in there. Let me waste a shot to see. Worked on the lock at least. Yeah, see all the... Those bullets fall out, literally, but then you fucking still get them back. You gotta learn from Cry of Fear. One of the only games ever that actually does it in a realistic sense. Like if you reload with, in that sense, you would lose all the bullets that you're reloading from, or nobody knows how to like combine stuff, right? Like that's not a skill that some random dude would just have. Big mystery as far, oh, it could be a mystery of the bookshelf. Like there'll be some sort of switch here and the bookshelf will move, of course, the classic. This is becoming more and more random how I end up choosing what games to... Oh, shit, dude. Look at me, dude. Give me like 2 spiders together here and just end my suffering with the shotgun. Logged. Complete 1 more objective to unlock. That's not even part of the objective thing. It's like... Right, that's not even showing up on the... What is this, money? C4. Okay, power up. Kill 2 spiders with a shotgun blast. Can I kill with the C4 instead? What is this? Nothing. Pretty good amount of object variety, all things considered. If they haven't recycled stuff too much, this is certainly no Edith Finch. But it feels like some of the objectives maybe they don't tell you, like this one. Arachno Gauntlet. So if we just do this shotgun one and then we just do that, we should be done. How do I find 2 and force them to come together? And the only way I can think of is using these, but... X cost 1. There are a couple already there and they don't seem to be really working. Much fucking clutter and shit everywhere. I hear them but I don't see them. I've never been like less scared of spiders in my life, I guess. It's not really... Oh, we gotta like trap it with this maybe. Right, because you could rotate it in such a way that... There's one there, but I don't see how we're gonna get both. Room is too fucking messy. I gotta clean this shit up. Wants me to actually do like a skill shot, trick shot with a fucking shotgun. That was just obviously one by itself. There's one over here. Oh, that could have been maybe... Ah, nice. Double trouble. So now that thing should work. So I missed that in the first level. I assume that would be the last thing to do. I don't know what that even is going to be. That shotgun kills 10 in a minute. Okay. But it would be more fun if these were actually a threat to you, which maybe happens later. The problem with this is there's not even enough of them out there. Like... Unless they start to spawn them in. The 2 of them there. 1 of them there. Fuck. This epic, almost unfitting music for what's happening. Fuck. My aim is so bad. They are kind of small though. But yeah, if I fail this, I should lose, which I'm about to fail it. Come on, that should have been a double kill. Shit. 5 out of 10. You won't even have enough time now with the reloading thing, or you'd have to get a double every time. Fuck. You have to be pretty precise actually with this, which is not the nature of a shotgun. Do I get to try again, or I almost shouldn't be allowed to try again? That almost should be a failure state. You can replay the mission anytime. Okay, keep going. I just want to see where they actually start to threaten you a little bit. And what are we entering into there? We get to play chess in this game. Like in every other game, I find a way to do. Life-size chessboard. Flavors, objectives. So the only thing I failed was that one stupid anarcho thing. Domestic duties. Upgrades, modifiers, tracker upgrades. We got the flashlight, we got the cargo shorts, practical and stylish. Adds 4 additional slots to assign equipment. Let's see what the tracker upgrade is. spider. Like a radar, but for spiders. Okay. Modifiers, nothing yet. Okay, now I'm just kind of craving some actual combat. Make new friends, kill jumping spiders. Like, okay, just send something to try to kill me. Like, I don't even dislike the game, but it's too tempting to show that. Give me like a gauntlet mode or something. Just, is there some other game mode? I guess there's not. Fuck. I'm sure they'll do that eventually, but I don't want to sit here and beat the whole game. This was just meant to be like a one-off thing, but I would just kind of try it. Domestic duties. Okay, I won't do the objectives then. I'll just kill stuff and get through it just to see if it's going to send some combat my way, even though that goes against my completionist nature, clearly. Let's actually use the pistol, or I guess we didn't get enough ammo with it. Yeah, we're actually doing it. The name of the game. You would think this should just, like, force them out, too. Ah, yes, of course. Set the microwave on fire. What a genius idea. You'll be killing it without even knowing it's there. That's the beauty of it. Okay, let's just use the clipboard, I guess, because we don't have as much ammo as maybe I thought. All we'd have to do to escape would be kill, like, how many of them? Or I guess you can't even see the escape room yet. You know, there's like these, speaking of Halloween time, there's like these horror houses where they do insane stuff. Like, they'll literally, like, you know, you consent to it, but they'll, like, literally kidnap you and physically sometimes hurt you, or, like, you know, have feces and stuff thrown at you and stuff. Like, I don't know how that's something that people like, but they do, like, very extreme things, basically. And, like, imagine, you know, you have to, like, sign a waiver that, oh, there's no liability, but Jesus Christ, in this day and age, that's an insane kind of thing to do. Gotta kill, like, 6 of them to get out of this room. It's like extreme haunted houses or whatever they're called. Yeah, some live streamer is gonna go in there and do that and make content out of it. Unlocked oven. An interesting house safety feature to have a lock on an oven so a kid can't go in there and cause some trouble. Or like those Tide Pods were such a big deal for a while there. That, like, kids were eating them or something because they thought they were... Wait, this is at least a good melee weapon besides having to use the fucking clipboard all the time. As much as I'm an OCD completionist as far as objectives, though, that's a dream come true. My primary weapon could be my my actual thing that's telling me what to do. Like my checklist, my quest log is being used as a weapon of mass destruction here. I hear them, but I can never see them, or I should use the tracker, but I am the tracker. I don't know if that even killed him, though. I guess it did. Just an average day in Asmongold's house, am I right? Ha ha ha, because he was so filthy. That's one thing I don't like about the streaming culture either, is like, it turns stuff like that into a funny thing. Like, oh, Asmongold's addicted to WoW, ha ha ha. But meanwhile, he actually was addicted to it, and it's like, in almost a way that would be unhealthy, certainly if you weren't making a living off of playing it. So it sort of normalizes stuff like that, right? You're just playing games all day, and you're not even that aspect of it, but even when he wasn't enjoying it, right? You're not enjoying it, but you're still doing it because you're so invested. Like, oh, I have 500 mounts, and I have all these different pets and achievements and stuff, so you can't let it go. So the game sort of, you know, gets you so super invested that you feel like you can't ever leave it. So on one hand, that's the addiction part, but then the other part is like the filth and stuff. Like, oh, you've got Wendy's fast food and stuff laying around, like, oh, haha, so funny, and there's all these jokes and memes, and it becomes like part of your personality. But it's like, it's not a good thing. So like, I don't know, in an ordinary sense, you would say, oh, that's just disgusting. Why would anybody want to do that? But, and you might think, oh, well, it's nobody's business, but you're the one fucking streaming it and showing face cam and showing your room. And, you know, it becomes content in sort of an ironic way, but it's sometimes can cause negative effects because it's like you're normalizing something that is not good and you're acting like, oh, you know, it's just funny or it's just a joke. But like 24-hour streams, I feel the same way about. They're very unhealthy and you shouldn't do it. And there's, you know, so much to show like, oh, it'll take like years off of your life and stuff if you do that too much, right? Staying up overnight. But then, oh, it's just a normal form of content or it's just good and everybody's doing it. I'm not saying they should be banned even. Like, it's a cool thing to potentially be able to do. But it just, you know, it can have its ups and downs. Like, people take things to an extreme. You could say the act of doing a 24-hour stream is itself extreme. But, no, I mean, people will do it back to back, or they'll do it twice a week or something crazy like that. Right? It's the same way that, like, TikTok reactions and memery like that started. Like, they started ironically, like, oh, haha, we're just making fun of how stupid TikToks are. But then it almost legitimizes itself, like, you know, somehow, oh shit, we're actually playing Luigi's Mansion now, for real. The only thing I don't like about this is they should have introduced in a more clear sense that, like, there's going to be combat and stuff that actually attacks you. You have all these cool weapons and options and stuff, but you're not going to, oh, since when can you do that too? This guy's just a sadist. Like, he has the option to leave the house at any time and stop doing what he's doing, but he revels in this experience. We're psychoanalyzing our character here. Like, you know how there's like a psychological profile, like you torture small animals, right? Some people enjoy doing that and it shows, you know, a sign of being a psychopath or something. So here it's like, do you like to go around houses and just fucking kill a million spiders? Like, you're seeking them out. It's not like you do it once and it's like, okay, you know, your house has a couple spiders and that's fine, but this dude is a fucking maniac, or this is maybe just his job. This is the old school way that you would be an exterminator. You would have to use like Glocks and guns and shotguns to do it, of course, and burn the whole fucking house down, rather than that's just a way to attract them, I suppose. But all these different food items. So we have to kill how many more to actually get through here? Just one, I guess. Huh. I haven't really used the radar much, and I almost don't even care to. You always just hear them, so you'd think you'd get them. Or if I just burn stuff, I'm going to get one by accident, I'm sure. Yeah, there has to be more of a feeling that you're like under threat a little bit at least. Just like, you know, you have all these cool resources. It would be cool if like a big one came after us and tried to kill us, and it turns into that kind of game too, but maybe it won't. Thought I saw something go out there, but sometimes the smoke confuses you with the spiders. Oh, here's one somewhere. Man, how did you not get hit by that? Or end up killing myself with the fire rather than anything else? So far, that would be your biggest potential of a failure state. Assuming you could die, you would end up just, you know, doing it to yourself. Like, I wonder if that would do anything. Thankfully, I was out of ammo, so I don't get to find out. Exit. You just need 8 more. Got a couple of bit of ammo here. Yeah, the scary music and stuff almost doesn't even make sense because it's like, you know, it's not really like you're under that much threat. I'm not panicking. The spiders are. Like, there's nothing. Well, you are invincible too, even from things such as that. So why would you be afraid of a fucking little spider? Just walk right through it. Who gives a shit? And clearly the vehicle wouldn't be under any duress in doing that either. Make new friends. Yeah, let's just use the frying pan instead. Let's use the frying pan as a drying fan. But not in the way that Bronk meant with rain, but for their blood of the spiders. We're drying their blood right out of their bodies. Ha ha ha. Okay, we need... How many? Oh, we already have 20. I guess the explosions did more than I thought. Come on, just tease me with a little potential of combat. 0 out of 10. The spiders don't fight back. Would be my review of this game. Like, why give us this many weapons of destruction here and not let them have a fighting chance? I almost feel bad for them now. But like, why would you need all these guns and crazy shit if you're... Even the gauntlet is not like that. That was still just major inconvenience. He'll explode. Oh, here we go. Now they might start doing damage to you in that sense. Exploding spiders. I thought I was going to do a whole bunch of games from whatever, the ones that are like leaving the gauntlet. That could be a good way to determine, you know, what to play on some of these days when I have no idea what to play. Without really hijacking or sabotaging my other series on Sunday, because that's when I go through, you know, the Game Pass anyway. But those series tend to be a lot longer. And so, you know, a lot of these things aren't going to be on there by the time I get to them anyway, so it doesn't feel as bad. These ones could at least do potentially damage to you, but maybe they won't, because we saw that explosions didn't do jack shit to me, right? In terms of, I almost thought this would be fitting to play because, like, oh, it's almost Halloween, so, you know, spiders are scary and stuff, but 24/7 convenient self-checkout, limit 10 items. This is the real evil of the game right here, is self-checkout. It is a good sort of test of your observational skills, though. Like, you hear them so often, but it's very hard sometimes to find them, even in such a wide open area such as this. But yeah, just blow stuff up and you're in better shape. But I guess in the, you know, like, I killed way more than I thought in the garage. I guess there really is nothing to blow up. I should keep putting the food out. They're kind of hiding from me now. I've developed a bit of a reputation, I guess. You put some of the, or yeah, just set stuff on fire, I guess. And just, again, walk right through it. Doesn't matter. We haven't really seen anything resembling an exploding spider so far. Just in terms of, you know, them telling me to do it as far as the objective. They're usually not behind random objects like this, but I guess there's one right there. They sometimes are very immobile. That almost seems very unnatural. Almost like it's a bug. But no, like in real life, would it really just sit there on the side when you're moving that shit around? Spiders are definitely skitterers in the sense that they'll just always be super active and mobile. It's a survival instinct to deal with clowns like this who get off on massacring their whole population. Nothing there. Rate this shit open. I guess you can't. Yeah, we were just playing that game in Roblox randomly, like where we're at the 7-Eleven cashier. And everybody is, it was like some, I can't remember the name of it, but and like the first guy says, oh, your prices are too expensive, or the second guy, like nobody actually buys anything, so they're making a whole like joke out of that. You're just sitting there all night getting scared by random shit moving around. Why does it seem so hard to find anything here? Yeah, that's always more satisfying. Destructible environment. Oh yeah, like Little Inferno. Maybe that's the game I was thinking of at the beginning of this. That's like, I just want to see what this exploding stuff is really about. Definitely an intriguing premise for a game, to be sure. But, you know, unless you really feel under more threat, I'm surprised. Imagine complaining about that when it's a permadeath first playthrough, too. That my only real fear of potentially dying was, shopping spree. My only real fear of dying was the possibility that... just the possibility of getting like hard locked or not being able to complete an objective. Unlock the fridge. It's very hard to find any of them here, actually. We only killed 4 in all of that. What fridge couldn't I open before even? Huh? Oh, wait. No, but I opened this too. Maybe... Huh. Whatever, come on. Just give me one more to kill. This isn't like, you know, any sort of survival game. It's more like a god game because you can't get killed by explosions or seemingly anything. At least the ones that I'm causing myself. Maybe the exploding spiders or some other mechanic is going to hurt me, but you don't even seem to have a health bar, so I don't see why, you know, how you would even fail. Got to be at least some other mode maybe you unlock later that'll put you more at risk and stuff. Doesn't seem to be jack shit here. Oh, here we go. One of these. Almost does feel like a Flash game. Like it just gives you a bunch of wild, crazy shit to do. And okay, back door unlocked. Please get me into an area with more of them. And I never thought I would say that. You're like a one-man army over here, so you don't even have to worry about anything. Even if they were. Like, yeah, fuck this, dude. Just walk right into it. I don't give a shit. Okay, that's really satisfying, though, in a way, but... You don't even have to go looking for them, really. You would assume you'd be killing them with that. Look at my fucking incredible aim, though. Red container is open. Blue container, I wonder what the speed run world record for this game is. Just to beat the campaign or all the missions or 100% clear it. As if anybody would even care really to do that, but... It could be a good way to sort of farm world first. Like, wow, you did a world first of a game that sometimes I do that with hard modes too, or permadeath or something. Like, it's just a game that nobody has any interest in doing because it's so obscure or something. Rather than, you know, it actually being impressive or like the most competitive one that you're actually able to do. And oh shit, we're getting a silencer. Like, why does that matter, dude? The spiders won't hear us coming. The stalker becomes the stalked over here. Like, just the arsenal that you have does not match what's happening in the game. Okay, it'll actually blow up though. Why is it going halfway? Oh shit. And of course that wouldn't have done anything to us either. Am I like playing on some kind of invincible easy mode? Like where you can normally take damage, but I'm just not? So exit usually requires 20. Maybe it'll start to go up. 25. Just blew up the whole fucking gas station and you're trying to tell me that didn't take out some spiders with it? Yeah, we'll go from this and then we'll play grounded next. Gasoline as if we need any help blowing more shit up. Maybe there'll be some in the outhouses. Very interesting premise for a game, though. I just feel like they should have added more enemy types. It shouldn't just be spiders. There should be rats, other kind of vermin, things like that. And there should also be more a sense of, like, actually being under threat. You know, like, they're attacking you, they're trying to kill you. You can blow yourself up, even, if you're a clown like me. This level is weird because it has very few of them, even as I say that. There's one, like, right in front of me. Yeah, like, wow, it's exploding, but it's not doing anything for me. Maybe my game is actually just bugged out. What is that? Doesn't even look like a spider. Oh, it was, but it had, like, a box over its head, I guess. I thought it was, like, some different type of creature, I guess. 21, so we need, like, 4 more. I'm sure I missed some, like in the garage area or something. Or I mean the back area. What is this? Still a better physics and destructible object type of thing than a lot of games. A lot of these we killed already because they're sort of, you know, we were just causing so much mayhem with the explosions. Well, it does seem like you're just invincible, which is very disappointing, actually. Yeah, it's almost like a simulator in that sense, like just blow a bunch of stuff up, or it can be like this is the modern version of a stress ball. Just whack an infinite number of spiders in a, you know, in a game where you can't even die and there's nothing to even worry about. Or again, like Little Inferno, where you just get to burn a bunch of stuff. Ice explosion. Come on, just get the fuck out of there. I'm gonna get hard stuck by this. Let's see what that even does. That's the gasoline. Or yeah, I should just make like one big bang to end it off. Visible ranch. Wait, where even is that spice explosion? Blow up the whole fucking truck and stuff too, dude. 21. Like, how are we not finding any? That's the real challenge of this level. Or this you should certainly be able to blow up. Have a blast. Wow, you're blowing up the whole fucking building, but you still can't seem to kill a spider to save your life. Portable toilets. Unlocked. Oh, I'm sure there's got to be a lot in there. I hope. Looked like there was one in here. Normally their bodies don't stick around if they don't, if they're not alive. But I guess, right, because then we would see like a million other of their bodies all over the place, which we don't. Yeah, even this makes you seem like the fact that it takes a while to open, like you're under threat, you're under risk, but like something's gonna kill you in that much time, so you can't escape there. But kerosene-soaked bullets, dude. For what, though? Let's make some big explosion with the gasoline, I guess. Whoops. This area is almost too open to even expect to have spiders in it. That's the problem. Right, here's some, but... yeah, I don't know what the even spice explosion thing was. You would have to equip it in some other capacity, I guess. Well, that normally works in video game context. Just shoot the gasoline. Or it has to be maybe more of a trail, but even that little part of it should ignite. Molotov. There's literally more kinds of new weapon types in this level than there are fucking spiders to use it on. Oh, and that didn't kill it? Like, you saw one there, clearly. Blow up the car, which of course it won't even do. Let's just use all my shit in random directions and maybe we'll hit something by sheer accident. We blew up the building. We blew up the gas station. Like, are we trying to kill spiders here, or are we trying to just destroy all of society? This you can't even go through. Why am I having such a hard time finding them? Didn't even hear it. Or maybe I should do stuff like this just to attract them a little bit, which it doesn't even really seem to do all that much, but... what was the other kind of weird food item or whatever? Maybe I don't have one now. Visible ranch. That maybe wasn't the most prudent spot to actually put them in. Something up there, but how do you even get up there? A lot of these we already killed. It is weird how some of the bodies stick around, but a lot of them don't. Gotta dig around some of these objects. There's nothing back here, seemingly. We have become the menace to their whole society, so I guess they're afraid of us rather than us being afraid of them. kind of a missed opportunity unless it becomes that later, like where, you know, it really does become more of a threat to you. It just doesn't seem like that kind of game somehow. Unload the rest of our stuff in some way. That doesn't even really seem to be doing anything. Couple in here. That one's going to explode, but again, it hardly even matters, really. If anything, it'll just kill the other spiders around it. It won't do anything to me. Random battery. There's like a lot of... Oh, look at that shit. Oh, we blew up the other side of it, too. Like, there's so many mechanics, but it's like there's almost no point for them. If you want here, you can't really... Oh, you can crouch. I don't think I've done it this whole time. There'll be a stealth system. Like, why do you need it, all this shit, dude? Or can you blow this stuff up, too? Hit the switch. What is it gonna do? Nothing. Yeah, I like that one that was moving around with a box over it. I was like, that's not even a spider. I didn't even know what that was. Okay, put that down. It really lives up to the whole meme of, you know, all this epic scary music for nothing. Put that down. I don't really understand how the food mechanic works, I guess, too much, because a lot of it is just very, like, unimpactful. Okay, we need one more. I can't seem to find it to save my life over here. Gonna blow up the car. It might be getting to the point where there's like only exactly that many of them, but I feel like I miss a lot as I go through it and then can't find them again when you need them. This I think I already looked through pretty thoroughly. There really won't be too many in a wide open area like this. I guess I'll try one more of the games on there briefly. I would have just started it out and immediately have stuff trying to kill you. I never thought I would ask for a big spider trying to kill me, but I haven't been this disappointed by a big spider since, what, I can just go through the front now? I haven't been this disappointed about a big spider since Twilight Princess, where they showed it in the trailer in such a badass way, but then when you actually go to fight the boss, it's a joke. And everything in Twilight Princess is a bit of a joke in terms of difficulty, at least. But you know what I didn't use the whole time was the spider tracker, so that's the hard mode format of this run, besides being a permadeath. Or I like how I can say that too, like, oh, I'm doing a world first permadeath of this, because I put it in my tags and stuff that, oh, it's permadeath, but I don't even know whether it has a failure state or not. So maybe there is no way to die. But even then, I invent my own ways to die. Like, technically, you could fail if you, like, get hard stuck or hard locked on something, obviously. End up killing one without even realizing where it is. The small white ones can be a bit of a pain sometimes. Wow, there's got to be one like in the food somewhere or something. Fuck's sake. Give me one more. Blow this shit up. I can't even do, I guess. Have the little thing ready here. Nothing from that, nothing from that. Most unfair advantage in gaming history that you have all this shit and they can't even do anything to you. Or that you're just immune to their explosions here. Oh, come on, get it, get it. Fuck's sake. 25 exit, okay. maybe it's possible that the very next level or one of the ones coming up is going to present some challenge to you that way, but I guess not, because again, even if the exploding spider enemy type isn't going to damage you, then what is, you know? Replay the mission of any time. You got to really treat it more like a puzzle game than anything else. It does have sort of an interesting style and flavor and everything to it, for sure. Most terrifying spider is the one you can't see. I guess just terrifying for the sake of how annoying it can be to actually find them to kill them here. 2 out of 3 equipment, but yeah, it's not like I was trying to do the bonus objectives. Okay, let's... Not a bad game, but I do think it's missing an opportunity, or again, maybe there's some kind of other... Oh yeah, let's read some flavor text here. All employees, please join me in giving a warm welcome to John Gibbs is the new head of IT department. He may be my nephew, but don't hold that against him. As Gibbs is settling into his new position, feel free to stop by and introduce yourself. I have no doubt you'll prove an invaluable asset as we continue our very special work. Cooper's Deck can now be found near reception. There'll be no further discussion of last month's holiday party. Okay, so this next one will be a short little session. Don't know anything about this one either. Never played it before. Oh, it looks so different on that screen. Like, I couldn't tell that it was all pixelated and whatever, more retro graphic style that you can immediately tell here. And this had like almost 200 viewers on OBS. Not that you can judge it by that, but you would think this is some obscure game that might be good and have a following, but I'm always confused how at a random time they, you know, and it's actually a mature tag, right? So imagine what a game would have to do to be in this 8-bit style, but still be considered so mature. So it must be like very hardcore, I guess. Text speed, combat accessibility. Let's make that hard. Survival for experienced survival horror fans. Okay, I didn't even know it was horror. We managed to play 2 games that could fit into a Halloween-ish horror category just before Halloween. Not that I am intending to do it that way. Automatic reloading. Quick, automatically equip stun, pause, whatever. Play, brightness, screen shake. So it will be permanent. So if I die once, it's over, and it is on survival, whatever difficulty. Sprint style, hold, aim style, hold, swap aim controls, no. Quick radio off. So let's just try it. Keep these settings. Done, fine. That symbol almost reminds me of Aristroika from maybe considered violent or cruel. Yeah, it says the guy who just killed like 1 million spiders in fucking, what is it? Kill it with fire, obviously. I'm just playing a bunch of games randomly that I've never played before because, you know, it's almost like a midlife crisis thing. Like, you realize that, like, oh, there's so many games out there and I really like to take my time and I can take forever to beat them. And, you know, I do it in such a slow-paced way. But on the flip side, it's like you're never going to be able to play every game out there. So just sometimes you do have to do it as a throwaway sort of experience. Just try it for the sake of trying it, which is maybe part of the reason why I like my first playthrough permadeath format. But I would do that anyway, but you know, it puts the onus on you, right? It creates a great endpoint to a series and it makes it meaningful, and it almost makes it like real life, where it makes it sort of like, you know, if you... It creates like your own little story endings to stuff. Like, I almost thought this would be more like a story game. You know, if I die to something, it'll be like a memorable moment. Like, that's actually an ending, right? It creates like your own story ending to the game, in the sense that in Danganronpa, like, I died to the DDR thing, so it's like that's actually the death of my character in the story, and that's it. So that's like the real ending that we got. Even though it's not an official ending, it's mine, right? So it creates an interesting dynamic, like Cole Phelps. So whatever you lose to becomes memorable, and for the sake of my own experience and my series and whatever on it, that becomes the definitive outcome. I like the graphic style to this. Toggle map scrolling, inventory. Or, you know, what's bad to do in these sort of short sessions, though, is a horror game, or not a horror game, a story game. Because by the time it gets through the tutorial and introduction, like, imagine playing something like Phoenix Wright or Danganronpa like this, especially with my slow-paced style, you're never going to get anything done in it. Or, like, you know, we won't get any jump scares or anything. It's just going to be very, man, this has such a cool style to it. Just the visuals, the controls, everything. The lock is defective. The door cannot be opened. Can kind of sprint a little bit here, climb up. No entry. I don't know what exactly the horror element even is here. Like, what is it that we're afraid of? Like Metroid vibes, Alien vibes, something like that. Oh shit, I'm gonna get completionist OCD syndrome here. Or you know what's hilarious in horror games sometimes for me is I am so OCD that it's like something that's meant to scare you is going to be there, right? And then it's like, you know, from bottom to top. Oh, look, that shadow could have been scary there. Something was meant to scare you, but I'm not even paying attention to it because I'm looking at flavor. I'm going on some little spiel. Which even if I'm off stream, I will sometimes do that. Like I'll go on a whole little tangent in my head of like, oh yeah. Oh, should we get a first person view for this? Why? Because you're just trying to get so immersed in it that, you know, you'll miss a jump scare or it won't even have any impact. You're thinking about something else. So that's almost like an ADD, OCD tendency that's actually a survival mechanism. Etched tongue decompressor. I don't know what all this input is about. Insert key card, which I assume I don't have. Airlock key required. I wonder what the replay value on a game like this is, though. Like, it seems good for what it is, but why would there be such an ongoing, you know, player base with it? Maybe there's mods for it or something. I'm just curious as to how it's so popular on that. 200 viewers, or it could just be like one person who's a big streamer, decent sized streamer, playing it for the first time. Got a lot of mechanics here. I don't really want to mess with all this. Like, just give us a little jump scare. I didn't want to play this for too long. I just wanted to try. Like, this will be a surprise ending sort of thing. Lock is defective. It cannot be opened. That's kind of like your poison is expired. So does that make it less poisonous or a more poisonous moment? So it's like lock is defective. Oh, that means it doesn't work. That means I can open the door. Like, what the fuck? The lock is defective, so it works better than if you had it functional. Think about what the purpose of a lock is and what the word defective means. Like, I always love that as a little... If people use it as like a joke, I guess, on YouTube and stuff. Like, oh no, the poison was expired. So it becomes more potent or less potent? I actually don't even know off the top of my head. I guess it becomes less potent because it no longer does what it was meant to do. What is this? Features repair logic module. Serving our great nation as... Yeah, it does have that Era Strike feel to it. Maybe this was made by the same people who made that. Papers, Please, which even fucking... They made the Obra Dinn, which is a god tier game. Serving our great nation as... I never beat Papers, Please, though. As ship technicians aboard the scout vessels of the Penrose... Like, I don't want to read all this right now, because even though this is how I would normally play it, I don't know, like... Status critical system failure detected. Unknown planetary surface. Surface temperature critically low. Nice little ambiance in the background that's kind of just like white noise type of thing. We have Alien at home. We have Alien Isolation at home. Alien Isolation at home. This game. Which, hey, I wouldn't complain. This is pretty fucking awesome. Just the way, I don't know, just the presentation. Maybe I'm easily impressed by stuff like that, but Penrose type vessel field operation manual. Penrose type vessels of the USAN People's Navy are low-cost space exploration vessels deployed beyond the solar system's edge in the search for planets and moons fit for habitation or rich natural resources to support the continuous growth of our great nation. Makes it sound like the whole planet is just one nation. Globalism. Now that's what I call globalism, where you're fucking trying to terraform other planets too. All Penrose vessels are piloted by a Gestalt Scout officer supported by a land survey ship technician replica. The partner system of Gestalt replica cooperation has proved successful in countless previous Scout operations. Mutual control and support of both allow the Gestalt officer and technician replica to perform at their optimal capacity. Once the vessel is catapulted towards the edge of the solar system by By an orbital mass driver, the pilot may adjust the source. Oh, with sound? Cool. From the flight deck, while all the replica will take care of mechanical maintenance of the vessel. Yeah, this is what I mean. I'd spend the first whole hour plus of playing it. Not that that's any fault of the game, of course, reading all the flavor text and stuff. Yeah, I was willing to play kind of anything that was on here on the Game Pass. So if what was that game he was saying? Deliver Us to the Moon was on here, I would have played it. Like just anything people request or whatever. I don't mind doing that as a one-off thing, but it wasn't on there. Did you do quadratics? Yeah, I did, but that was a long time ago. What were some of the other games you suggested? Like, or look, I'll even show it to you. Let's get like one jump scare kill here, and then I don't know what the fuck we're supposed to be doing with this. Cool, we lit them all up. Puzzle solved. Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, I don't know about that right now, but... Or, I mean, again, even if it's on there, I wouldn't mind, but... I mean, The Last of Us I've already done. I guess I could do a grounded permadeath run of it. Or, like, The Last of Us 2 I haven't touched, but... Yeah, I have it, and I have the sequel too, and I even have the DLC, but I was sort of saving doing part 2 until I beat Grounded Permadeath, which is one of my runs that always haunted me. It's just like the highest difficulty that I've never been able to do that I came very close to doing, but... Or, oh, it's showing you like on the top right there like a puzzle. So you go like this, 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 this. Oh, come on, I just did that perfectly. You could spend a while here just kind of wandering around. What was on the menu tonight? The same thing. Little thing of pasta. As usual. What is over here? Mirror diary page. Woke up from the cryogenic in an empty mess hall. I was wondering, Alistair looking out of the flight like some lost in thought. Sometimes I feel... something is home. Oh, I should geniusly try to fill in what exactly they're saying. Woke up from the cryogenic in an empty mess hall. I was wondering something, Alistair. I saw Alistair looking out the flight deck. It was like they were lost in thought. Sometimes I feel like something is home. Can't tell if she's trying to say she misses home or this feels like home. Chicken Alfredo. I often don't even eat the chicken from it though. I'll just eat the pasta. Lock is defective. Kind of hard to play a game like this in a short. I would really take my time with it. Which is why lately I've had a bias against doing story games. Like, I can't really do them the way I do things. Or the closest I've come is like doing an RP series of like WoW or doing like Ark. It might not feel like a story playthrough, but like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I guess that's part of the fun is like a puzzle solving thing. A faded photograph is stuck to the controls. Pick up the photograph, sure. Picked up photograph. The landing and docking assist monitor if it's of no use to me now. The ship is crashed in an icy landscape. Yeah, who even needs to be cryogenically frozen when you could just fucking freeze to death out there? The port controls panel, there has been a critical system failure due to the hard landing. Port controls. I mean, this is, even though it's supposed to be a horror survival type of game too, it is also, on top of that, judging from the readout, there's no chance it'll ever fly again. That's awfully pessimistic, though. You can go find something on this planet to try to repair it. Then get the Alfredo part of it. I don't think you can really do that. There's just only one thing. Like, it is sort of a story game on top of all those other things. Horror, survival. The starboard control panels. The controls aren't responding to any input. Probably an electrical failure. Well, I don't see the point of that. Like, not like I'm against eating it. Maybe I'll have a little bit of it in there, but I guess I don't like it as much as just like a straight up chicken dish. Like if I was to get the wings or something. The ship's control panel, it's a lost cause. Okay. Very pessimistic, this person. I do like the graphic style, and it does seem very interesting, but I don't know exactly how long it would take me to actually do anything here. My favorite food is toasted sandwiches. I can make them too. I mean, I guess a sandwich might not be all that hard to make, but the suit has been removed from the case. Oh, we get to go all Metroid Prime or something? Gotta find it then. Or somebody else try to go out and try to look for help or something. Oh, why is he getting stuck like that? Penrose. Oh, there's another suit here, of course. I mean, I was just kind of wandering around, but you should have. There's a suit in the case, so just fucking open it. Break that shit open. Or you'd have to like input the correct thing in the thing. Like I saw it before, but I didn't really process that I'd be wanting to do that, I guess. You're very good at making them. Insert key card. Okay, dude. Only thing I have on me is a dinky photograph here. I don't even know how you access your inventory and stuff. Not that. All these games are teasing me with like all these weapons. Like the last game had all those crazy weapons, and you got a fucking flamethrower capability, bombs, and silencer. But all you're doing is fighting these dinky spiders that won't fight back. And here it's teasing me like, oh, you get all this kind of, oh, weapon fire, this and that controls, but you're never gonna get to see it because it'll take me too long to actually get to that point. Which I'm not blaming the game for, to try to build up to something, but that's like more for the elevators though. So how would you open this thing? Just smash it open, dude. That's just you looking at it. But that was sometimes the problem in the Obra Dinn. Not saying it's the same person who made it, but I'm almost getting vibes that it might be. Like sometimes stuff would be visually hard to see just because of the graphic style. That's not even a part of the difficulty, but I guess it could have a certain charm to it in a way. Okay, this was just one part of it. Right, so maybe we can go back down and see something there. Let's play game 2 truths, 1 lie. I'll go first. I've broken a bone. I've seen a wild deer. I'm wearing Nike socks. You're probably wearing Nike socks. You've probably seen a wild deer. You probably haven't broken a bone. Serving our planet, great. Repair logic. Accessing the RLM functions. Enter the inventory screen and press X. Select the item to repair. Press A to see the command menu. Look at the combined mode. All we have so far is a photograph. A photograph taken on self-developing film. Despite the damage, Arlene Young can still be seen on it. I can't use that here. Combine it with. That can always be an annoying mechanic in these games. You just kind of end up shotgunning it. Right? Combine everything with everything. It looks like the pigment was damaged by time and exposure to the elements. Penrose, you can always zoom in on this shit. Pick that up. Picked up adhesive tape. Okay. Critical status detected. Unknown planetary surface. No signal. That was the pilot that we have the picture of. Mess hall replica unit. Hard landing on surfaces damage critical systems. Surface temperature critically low. Wear protective gear. At least here it gives you the option to read the flavor text manually or like that. Count vessel status monitor. Okay, we've read that. Hey Wisteria, how's it going? Can't do anything with this. Let's see. That is actually an interesting deduction to think like this must be made by the people who made Papers, Please, and even if it's not true, right? Like that's the first thing I thought. Just either from the graphic style or how they're talking about the nation or something about it. Like how they would talk about Aristroika was similar to that. Okay, see you later. What was even in here? I think I did look at something, but now I can't see it. Sleeping bunk. Okay. Like, well, how are your first impressions? It is pretty interesting. I like the atmosphere, but I don't really play games like this much anymore because I don't have time to like. I usually like play these even slower than it's meant to, so it's more like a story game. Penrose type vessels of the People's Navy are low cost space exploration vessels deployed beyond the solar system. Okay, I read that, I think. They all have a replica who's apparently in the mess hall. If they're still alive or whatever. I wonder what even is going to be the element of horror here. Like, what is going to come after us? This is just a symbol that's there, but I don't know if that's what you're really trying to do with it. Push random buttons over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. I tried lighting them all up before. Maybe you're not meant to do it yet. Let's go back down the ladder here. I'm sure it's pretty obvious, or who knows what order you're supposed to do the stuff in anyway. Maybe I didn't even go to all the rooms here. Like, you started somewhere down here, I think, and then I climbed up. Yeah, this is where you started. Nothing else to do there. You can't go in any of these rooms. All these locks are broken, but not in the way that would allow you to actually bypass them, of course. Yeah, that I can't do anything. This was just a sleeping bunker. No, it's not. It's the other thing. Got to be one of these things you can just interact with in a proper sense. I can't seem to do here. You couldn't seem to get the suit. Let's see. Even if you did, I doubt it would let you go outside just like that. Go down there, or we can look up here again. Let's just try to interact with everything one more time. There's nothing actually to do here, or maybe I'm missing something. Oh, shit, we didn't see that. Mirror diary page. Woke up from cry, or no, I did see this earlier. This is going to be a long game. Yeah, well, I like to play games like this slow anyway. I wasn't planning to play this for too long. I just wanted to try it. Man, you should have seen me play the Obra Dinn. But see, I would say that probably nobody plays that game blind because it was so insanely hard to figure some of the stuff out. But I kind of liked it for that. It's just... it was kind of insane. I don't even know what that company is who made it, but I keep saying that this game must be made by them. I don't know what the fuck it wants you to do with this. Hopefully you can escape the Penrose before you run out. Oh, is there even a time limit? I didn't even know that was part of it. This is just like a symbol that you see in other places too, so I assume it wouldn't be contextual to this, but there must be some code you have to get from some other, or maybe it's 512. So if you were to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, of course, that's not it either. This means before you have, oh. Okay, what the fuck? Let's see, if we look at the earlier, let's read some of the stuff in here, or is this just the stuff I already read? Repair logic module. Okay, this is just a collection of flavor stuff. Normal status, catatonic. Or yeah, you should eventually die just from starvation or something because of how incredibly long I'm gonna take here. I assume you would want to get the suit, but I can't seem to figure out how to do that either. Was that here? Yeah. All you'd have to do is get this working. You got to find the key card, which I don't have. Airlock key required. Inserts. I mean, you wouldn't want to do this yet before getting the suit anyway. So you can't take that out. I don't think even using the key card would necessarily, or maybe it'll open both together, right? It will be one of these almost like hidden object games where you're just meant to look around like this, probably. It wouldn't let you do this otherwise. Sometimes the beginning of a game can be the hardest part, because you have to get used to the style and what it's trying to get you to do. I was not expecting it to be like this, or I didn't know what I was expecting, actually. Here was like a missing suit that somebody already took. Could be the other guy whose picture we even have. Okay, I assume there's nothing in here that you can do yet. Let's look at some of these other screens like that that might have objects that we missed. This is locked. There's obviously just, maybe they told me to do something at the beginning and I just ignored it because I just kind of wanted to wander around. So none of this is going to matter. You're not going to be able to just fly away. There might be some key card or something of value around. But yeah, there was that crazy story of some off-duty pilot who tried to shut off the engines of a plane. I almost would have thought he was trying to help, but supposedly he was just doing it to be a dick, or I don't even know what he was doing. Cannot express how funny this is to watch. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. There's so many things that lets you interact with right from the beginning. So it is interesting to see which one it really wants you to do. There's probably just a way to take that fucking stupid suit out. But even if there was, it wouldn't matter because you can't do anything with it. Yeah, there's a suit. We get it. But like, what the fuck? Like when you can interact, it kind of flashes red, or that's just more when you move it. I guess it just either you're observing it with the eyeball or sometimes you can interact with it somehow. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, that's fine. This was just where you start, I think. No, fuck. I should at least know the layout by now. Okay, nothing you could do there, nothing you could do here. Keep going. When does it become an action game, though, with all the survival mechanics it's showing me, like guns and stuff? This you can't interact with. This stuff, maybe you could do something with. There was like an object off to the side, like the tape. Wait, but actually, how come I couldn't see that in my inventory if I saw the picture? Maybe I haven't looked since then. So this is just flavor. No, I don't want any hints. It's fine. Let's see wait, how do we even see the inventory? We have to go here. Okay, we do have the tape, a transparent polypropylene based pressure sensitive tape that can be used for joining, sealing, and attaching and mending. What is something that would make sense to use that on, maybe? Fine with that. Just shotgun every item in the game will become the style that how people always play games like that. With that mechanic, at least. Wait, so this is what? This is nothing. Nothing really here. There's the bloody note. The sleeping quarters here. So like there's not even a prompt. You just have to kind of assume that there's something to look at. Okay, this was just telling you random stuff, which obviously one of these is going to be a clue to what you're supposed to do, but once it's catapulted, orbital mass, replica will take care of maintenance. Apparently not a very good job on this one. Or maybe not what he was expecting to happen with us crashing. Diagnostic system for capsule. Okay. You obviously just have like I could probably shotgun this and just arrange it in a way that's going to be the right thing, so I could just randomly do it. Right? It'll probably auto tell you that it's right because there doesn't seem to be a final input thing. I really thought it would just be the symbol. Like those are lit up like in this formation. Maybe it seems stupid, but that almost seems like it's trying to give you a clue there to do it. Okay, let's go down the ladder. Fuck. Okay, this is where you start. Maybe there's something in here that I missed. There wasn't really much you could do here. You can't get scared by a horror game if you don't even get to the point where anything happens. We'll just die like this. Oh, I guess there was even nothing in this whole area to begin with. Defective, can't open. Okay, I'll give it one more look at every little thing. There's nothing presumably you could do here. What I'm actually looking for, or wait, this is like the pilot thing, is like there's going to be an item somewhere that I've missed, right? Like the key card. I'm sure that that's what it is. Right, so that's just looking at the window. We're on some cold, icy planet. Everything here is good. This thing is cracked. Starboard controls. The controls aren't responding to any input due to electrical failure. Okay. This is just going to say the same thing. Port controls have been a critical system failure due to the hard landing. There'll be like some random part of it that you're supposed to click on that's different from the rest. This is like almost a Phoenix Wright thing that sometimes happens. You'll think the whole thing is just one block of text. Like it'll all say the same thing, but then it won't. Somehow. This control panel. Okay. We have verified 100% that there's nothing you can do with this room. Landing assist monitor is no use to me now. Clearly, I could not have missed anything there. This has got to be it. You just have to find a way to open this shit. Which I... Okay, fine. We'll leave that. Fuck's sake. Okay, last thing. Last try. Just look at this. Look at this. That's just the flavor. We can read it from my menu anytime. It lets you scroll around all about this, so you would think there's maybe something else to interact with. There was the tape here, so maybe that's just all I have to do. It'll be like one of those games. You just get a thing, then you use it to unlock the next thing. So what could I possibly use that on? But then it's not even giving me a prompt, so unless I combine it with the photo, which you couldn't even do, then it wouldn't even make sense. Gotta just be something on the ground that I'm not seeing. Can't go there, and then so we just have these 1 and 2 spots left to go. We have obviously been all around this multiple times. Nothing like broken or in need of repair. The only item that we've gotten so far. Bloody notes, we saw only a finite number of things to interact with, so I don't even get it. It's either something with this button combination or it's something like with this suit, right? One of those two. Or maybe if I do it and then I go look for the suit. But I think I already did that too. Nothing else to interact with there. Or you could do all of them, which I already did try to do. Okay, let's look at the flavor and see if it's maybe saying something specifically about that you're meant to do with that. Use, combine, inspect. Looks like the pigment was damaged. I'll roll of adhesive tape. Get them. Oh, maybe the map will help me somehow. Toggle map scrolling. That's showing you where we can go or where we have been. Upper gallery. I guess this doesn't really tell me something I don't know, though. Maintenance. Okay, so there's nothing there. What would you even be doing? Okay, let me look at the flavor, actually. Ready weapon, use tool, LB. Okay, tune radio. Modules, aim, interact, inventory, run, map, reload. So, tune radio and use tool are the two things I haven't used so far. I don't really seem to have a tool, I guess. Or maybe I don't have a radio either. Okay, let's back out and then... Or maybe, hold on. How long have you been... Like, I just started playing, so... I don't know, like maybe whatever amount of time. Maybe like 20 minutes or whatever. Let's go here, go here. These ones are faded, so you would think it would be the opposite. Maybe like you do this and then you interact with something after it. There's nothing else to interact with in this room. Like the only thing you could potentially do in the whole game is just get the fucking suit out of the thing. Or like find the key card. There's just a key card on the ground and I'm just not seeing it. That's all it is. Or it'll be in like one of those other screens, like when you go in first person, there'll be something around. Like the pilot should have had the key card or something. Okay, last try. Just be on the fucking ground or something. And I assume that would be like... separate maybe from even the suit. Suit has been removed from the case. It shouldn't be that hard to do that, right? It shouldn't require any special tool or anything. Just open the handle here. Yes, we get that there's a suit there, but why don't they fucking want to take it? Is it this thing? No. Unless the other scenario is that you need the key card for both this and the airlock, but don't have anything that we could use for this. You can't seem to input anything. Thing looks suspect, but you can't do anything with that. Very interesting start. I probably just ignored something when I first started because I didn't know what... Like it's probably very linear and it just told you exactly what to do. so there's nothing there. Or like maybe the key card is just even in that room that you started in. Nothing, nothing. Okay. So there's nothing else here. Can't go through there. There are no doors on the side. Okay, that's the pilot room. We just looked in those. The last section that could possibly be useful in any way. Continuous growth, replica. Empty mess hall. I was wondering how Elster is looking out the window. Like something lost in thought. Sometimes I feel something is home. Cycle 57. Doesn't really help me. The fuck? Obviously just something with this stupid pad. Let's see. Okay, let me read the flavor again. Mirror diary page. Pair logic module. Okay, let's see. None of this is giving you quickly and easily repair themselves and important mission equipment. Replicas like yourself. Okay. Accessing RLM functions. Select the item to repair. Open the command menu. Combine. When in the combine mode, select a second item to repair. Select A to combine both items to repair damage to replica body. Select a suitable repair item, simply choose the use from the command. Enter inventory, select the item to repair. A to open it, combine it. Planets and moons, habitation. They have a replica, partner system, replica, successful operations, mutual control. Once the vessel is catapulted, okay, that's all fine. This is the same thing we just read. So it's tutorializing the inventory thing, but nothing really to repair or do anything with here. The diagnostics inventory status is good. Empty slot. Have I ever told you the definition of insanity? Well, I'm trying different things too, but there's only so many things you can do. Small roll of adhesive tape. Can't use that here. Yeah, like where would you logically want to use that even? Nothing that seems to be broken. There's got to be one of those two things. Either it's you get a key card from somewhere, or you, well, I mean, either you use the tape, you get a key card, or you do the, this happened like in Kathy Rain at the end. Like, we had that little lock thing, and it's like, I forget exactly what it is I got stuck on, but it was like super obvious that you can just remove the lock, but I didn't even try to do the prompt or something. This is almost like a point and click game, but you do get to move around. Well, I mean, like, without having to, like, click or whatever. This is where the Scotch tape was, so that at least shows you the hideaway items in this kind of menu. Right, there'll be some key card off to the side or something here. Crew status. So the replica unit is active in the mess hall, unless that's me. Yeah, I guess we are. Supposed to be able to be good at repairing stuff. But even we don't have faith that we could repair the thing, like the ship itself. What if I was to quit out and Instruction manual. Important objects and items are highlighted with a white box when in range. Running will make it more noticeable to enemies. In addition to a weapon, can equip a tool to use on the move. Ready weapon hasn't really been relevant yet. Aiming, okay, it's spoiling combat related stuff. Health, healing items, saving. Inventory screen, press X to view the inventory screen. On the screen, you can see your current health and items. In Signalis, inventory space is a precious resource. Can only carry 6 items at a time. Always make sure you have enough space, okay. You free up inventory space and store items in a box. Okay, none of that really has to do with what I'm doing now. Would that restart the game, or would that... Maybe there's something here. They copied Breath of the Wild. Wake up, Link. Must be something you're immediately expected to do here. Gonna spam the fucking A button the whole time, even though most of the stuff does appear with a prompt. Sometimes the flavor stuff won't. That you can't go in. Maybe you can repair them just with your magical innate capabilities, but I guess not. No entry. Okay, this is once again the same thing. It'll be the pilot aspect. We picked up the picture, so that's cute. Maybe that'll somehow work as a key card, even though it doesn't make any fucking sense. What here would be resembling something like that? Yeah, let me actually try that. That'll be my last interaction. I'll try to use the fucking thing as a key card. Even though, again, you wouldn't even want to do this because... Or no, it wouldn't automatically do it even if you could. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that was me just trying different games from this that are about to go off the... Whatever. Off the Game Pass. Let's look at what the other ones actually even were. Hit of Decay, got fucking Halloween cosmetic there. So let's see. Just scroll down to find it. Picks for you. Where is it? Leaving soon. We tried to kill it with fire. We tried that one. I wouldn't do Persona because I haven't played obviously any of the games in the series. Quit on the first part. It's not even really a puzzle. Like I'm not even doing anything. Solasta. What is this? Tactical adventure, and then what is this? Gunfire Reborn. Game requires online subscription to play on console. It doesn't tell you actually how soon they're leaving. Sea of Thieves, Minecraft. Yeah, this does have almost like 500, I guess, games on there usually, although they keep removing stuff and adding stuff, obviously. So some of those have been on there. Let me see again. Like, which ones have been on there since I started the thing like a year ago? This was on there, one. That was obviously the first game in the series, right? This was A Plague Tale: Innocence. Out of all my time watching people play, I've never seen somebody look at Lucian 3 separate times and still not get it. Well, I'm sure I would get it if I played it for longer. I don't know if A Way Out was there. You would think I wouldn't have skipped it if it was. At least there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6. Right, at least that we did there. Obviously, like Alan Wake's American Nightmare isn't there. So what did I really skip in the context of this? I just skipped Anvil and this, assuming that I obviously am doing Arc right now. Atomic Heart is relatively new, I think. See, some of these I wouldn't want to do because I wouldn't want to skip. Like, oh, I've never played an Assassin's Creed game, so I'm not going to just play those. Or so as far as the Gauntlet, I'm not sure what this might get me banned. Okay, I'm not going to read the rest of it though. Okay, see you tomorrow.